Alright, that's the memory. Okay. O- okay. Ready? Until 1 minute to start off my. Alright, let's start up. Good night, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, it's me, christospeed, or known as Intricate by Gentle. Um, yeah, apologies about the audio, but you guys can hear me? So anyway, after Guri, fourth semester come to an end, and so much drastic improvement from the last time environment was completely downspiral as electrical engineering didn't go sit so well. And now, here as informatics of Matana students, I've been turned things around with the GPA that totals 3.42, even though the 3 is not yet to fill out the final results, but the 5 of those are bloody good. Except one of those got B. It's the one that improvement from Sir Simon. And now I'm here in one of the happiest journey I've ever formed of the life, especially as content creator streamer that I growing up so much, and now being a personal training much everything to me by Coach Sid, the one that you already saw from last morning. So this is my second stream of the day. So revealing the truth, what understanding the downfall to reflect, understanding the controversial between myself and Barney Fans as well, the Brotherhood, but it does not exist for me. Because what pains me, yes, you know why, guys? I'm revealing the truth for all the right reason. I mean, there is some big value for me to understand, like, starting right now, be a self-respect. It's somewhat really proof worth it. Why? Self-respect has an enormous effort to reveal my truth of successful person, where I have to build up from discipline, especially you have to make up the right adjustment with a good quality sleep. You know what you do. Life is about a discipline to continue your life. So maintaining sleep to pushing yourself a good recovery, you gotta be a right call. Especially distraction that really pains me because Barney Fuss and myself had a class many times because yeah, I know what I have to make changes, especially my aim during holidays to save money is going to be 3 million over or even better. That's a plan before the next fifth semester. So year 3 is going to be tougher as hell, but I have to dig deep and then maintaining the concentration where I have to be ambitious that somewhat need to be more organized. More organized is like Atana, which is I'm not physically ready because I don't think I'm physically sleep well enough. For well, I have to do the right things to try out something new things later on, like basic leadership training as committee or even trofeo if there's an opportunity to get next and so on. And reminder for what I've done to the great things before first half hands. I've been part of a participate as Tanarang International Development Seminar, that one from ISPSD, and we had some mixed results of the tournament. That in February in Venus Futsal Championship, we end up early exit despite a strong result in group stage. And then in the Madagascar Sports and Art Competition of May, we've been found to the hard way that we've been accomplished finishing second place, courtesy of Matara B. The one for Matana A had ended up early exit. Despite this, we've been really proud and personally making more content from Pulsar coming up for what has in store, because not starting right now, because before closing out for the first half of June, from January to June, it does matter what I'm doing for making content the right purpose. And I also aiming for making a first half montage that will coming up soon between Friday to Sunday. If I have time to adjust better time without distracting. And then I hope to make the content is somewhat I have to be refilled to know where the highs and lows journey, especially sparring and tournament like this can be real. Without head coach Fairley, yeah, we all daily miss after the announcement on January 2026. But at least still for myself as official coach assistants that I be a merge. I've been personal training every 38 sessions since my dad paid to me. And after heavily cost near 4 millions by Brian Funds took the responsibility, um, here's what I'm going to tell the truth to throw back in the way that I decided to cut off the toxic relationship. And that is how, where it all began to level up with some good distance to be part of a new relationship to be announced. If it's with Banjeki, to be considered how much I can go, how much I can push to step it up. In fact, I refuse to give up any chances that I really need to be more effective persons and be disciplined, because where the knowledge and study that something need to be grow, and that's possibly is. And what I know, what revealing the truth is, I have to stay committed and stay calm for wherever I can, because it does not it won't be impossible for anything. It's all about anything possible where the gods led the way and Jesus knocked me the door, and fear not. You did everything you could try. And possibly not the easiest task, but I fought through so many things in life where I tried to find out, to figure it out where I have to emerging as content creator streamer, whether I have some bright purpose. Yeah. What does the purpose need? The one thing I make sure is saving money. That's all I need. Try not to force a bit too much. I mean, money is built up from good value, but I have to adjust myself where I have to do things to be capable of. And of course, it's not easy to build out some salary from week by week, but I need a very good income to save myself with a good money to use, not for body funds anymore. All right. So I apologize to try out the audio lockout to get things there, but yeah, I knew I'm clearly not to use it really well. So anyway, let's continue about talking the truth, because here's what I know. Every day I build up the sacrifices that in terms of fighting a more pain, and so that's where I have to pushing myself to grow as development. So since I've been active as content creator streamer every single day, I know the journey won't be so easy. And despite the beginning, I was insecure, not where the downfall is, where the downfall was, because the emotions, and you know that nobody acts like evil. Isabari Fast is I think, very aggressive and reckless. What was he thinking? So, based on the decision that I prefer not to take risks for a gamer futsal and invest any longer. But the good news for me, I try to invest myself to gain more money in the best way possible based on the salary week by week during holidays that I know I have to use money wisely. And that's all I can get. Thus, my objective is build more content, especially when I like racing games a lot more. But the question is, will I dig deep to start out new things in life? Of course, it's not easy to get 500 subs, but the journey has been truly immense because you have to understand the commitment and trusting myself to understand my own idea, where the hell I'm going to do things in life, and starting spend time with good friends, families, and everywhere. But the way I like the passionate as racing gamer that uh, I've been grown up a lot as competitive. I mean, top 6 finalists of Paradise Knockout Season 1 by Terminator in Time Attack, and then top 7 ML Season 2 as debut by Senko and Tiger. I mean, I possibly like Trigger, or which known as Malaysia Gaming Community, that he's a very good gamer with some guide, a true leader of racing games that something know what to do. He's not just in the Kumano Fest itself, but also in Forza Horizon 6, he's doing every festival playlist on Thursday night. But also some is doing every Wednesday morning every day, every week. So I'm potentially done a lot of this in the last couple of weeks. Really, really too well with Trigger racing with Trigger 3 weeks in a row, and we have a new update for season 10 that features the Motor Fast ratio. We have a couple of new cars, which includes brand new Alpine manufacturers, the Lamborghini friendly, and so on. And so does what has in store that is what we call Monofast Light Show, which is a brand new playlist, not just only the new playlist, but also a brand new special events, just like Maui Victor. We have a 1 hour time attack across the Hawaiian. With the car, I'm not sure what the hell of the Ferrari Classic is. So that will be determined really soon. Anyway, let's move on for what was the thinking in mind. My thoughts about the second half, I need to be better. And then the announcement of futsal, we have a lot of things. This week, at the start of July, I make up some first half montage reminding about the season so far. That's what I'm calling it. And then I have to make 4 of those videos about the season so far in UKM's Futsal Matana. So from February, March, April, May, and June. So these 4 will determine my choices for where I have to learn. So it's not gonna easy for me, but I'm sure I'm making editing video really well, especially SPX goes out for music like Need for Speed, Sonic Riders, Tomat Center franchise, and many more. As long as I know the passion, but we were sure how much I can develop to elevate the next level, and where the lesson learned between winning or losing for what we reflect. It's not just sparring itself, but also the tournament. So more dramatic thrills and spills matches every single life in front of you, that a match that has thrill with so many ups and downs. and including myself as official, since I've been start at the debut of Taro Cup, and our progress has been truly well from 2025-26 have really proved a lot despite the struggle from 2024-25. But the way I refuse not to give up, because you have to start more pushing to develop. That's something to start a new debut. I mean, ahead of second half, we have a brand new juniors to step in. So more players, like a dozen players something, but I don't know. I hope these brand new juniors from 2026 students of Matanian could have a lot more stepping up, because we all not know what the challenge at stake, especially myself trying to save more money from week by week to build up some salary and use the money for what I can do to make proper things in life. It's, for example, subscribers, transportation, and so on. Anyway, let's continue. The way I talk about myself telling another truth, don't be act like an evil. It's time to step away and start closing with God. To know where I'm doing capable of, life is someone do the right thing. I have to make up the right purpose. Always do the right thing. That's all I can say. If I can do the right things to build up a purpose, that's not gonna stop me to build up a discipline. But this is where I have to make up more attention, belief, and understanding about the new relationship. If it's like Francis Jimmy, remember, he's from Statistics 2021 students, I still believe in him, right? But now is very busy by doing Atana preparation for quite some time. But I hope is able to respond with me in chat for the best way possible. So anyway, that's about the conclusion. And now, first for futsal, I tried to make up some first half montage and some best of Anthony Hallam for the goalkeeper. He did truly so well, I can tell you. So I'm going to make pretty careful soon. Now, every Thursday, have announced there will be 4 videos in the list of this season so far before the next August. And then August 2026 early, I have to plan about the entire match of Trofeo 2025 futsal, which was courtesy by me, and I'm hopeful to make the right adjustment on time and stay healthy, because I'm not junk food, I'm not smoking, I'm not vaping. All those bad habits need to get rid of it. So I need to be a good validation in such two positive manners, not just from lecturers, not just from all of the friends, but also entire community from around the world that wants something right purpose ahead of me. Except Barney Fast. That was bullshit. One more thing to say, bullshit. He was acting like going to destroy my money. Like that. So you guys need to protect me in the best way with peace and privacy, right? And I probably end up here in chat, so apologies won't be perfect, but of course, mental healthy is a number one priority, but I can hopeful to understand my witnessing thoughts, and I really thank you for normal support. Even I'm diligent, yes, but I need to set some adjustment with a good building system between study, social life, and even so much more that I'm hopeful to make the best of it. So the first half montage will be revealed, especially Tony Hallam, that will be coming up soon, following later. I'm christospeed, wanted to say thank you for support. Apologies, the audio outlaw that need to be server connected from my microphone TMW K30, and I'm hopeful to set things up better adjustment next time around. So that is it. I'm christospeed. I was out, and I will be on streaming the Good Warfare Season 10 on Wednesday night after maintenance coming up.